Hi, this is Kevin, and I'm a strategist at Cubicle Fugitive. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a type of content known as a global alert, specifically how to create one for your website in Sitefinity CMS. So, what is a global alert? Here is an example of one here on the top of my demo site. It's this notice bar at the top. Um, Now, it's typically designed to stand out from the rest of the content of the page, and its purpose is to communicate important information, announcements, warnings, or updates, or anything deemed exceptionally important or perhaps time sensitive. It's like a notice, usually a short message with a link to more information regarding the alert. And of course, one tip about global alerts is to not use them too frequently, um, which will lead some like repeat visitors to your site to maybe ignore or dismiss them altogether. So to create a global alert, we will go into the Sitefinity, and from the dashboard, we would look under content, and it would be a type of content up here at the top, and it would be global alerts. And we would click on that to bring up the list of current global alerts on our demo site. And to create a new global alert, we can click on the green Create a Global Alert button here, and that'll bring up the global alert dialog box. So the first thing we would do is title the global alert. Now this title won't appear on the website, so the title doesn't need to be too structured or long, just needs to be a little descriptive so we can find it on that list page we were just on if we ever need to edit it or delete it, etc. So I'm going to call mine new demo alert. And then next we would change the alert type. And this would probably change the icon that appears on the alert. I currently have this I, and that's going to be an informative alert. And let's say this one is, let's just leave it as exclamation. So next we actually do the display text on the alert. This here URL text, and the reason it's called URL text is this text will link to um, it will link to a page if we fill in the next box, the alert URL. So let's fill this in. We'll fill this in with something just short, sweet, succinct, and direct. And next would be the alert URL. So I'm going to paste in a complete URL that I already had on my clipboard to just happens to be to a blog post on my site. It could be to a link to any page on your site or even off-site potentially. So now we have the URL text. This is my new global alert, and it'll direct you to a blog post. So, perhaps the title would have been more about the blog post in actuality, but this will do for our demonstration. So the next section here is optional content, and this would add like a sub-statement or sentence to the alert. So it wouldn't just be the URL text. This text, whatever I enter in this content box, would not be part of the link. So it's just a little more information about the alert. So I'm just filling in some text. Um, Once we have that complete, you can see there's some more options here to change the URL, actual like slug. I would recommend leaving this alone. Just leave it as it's automatically filled in by Sitefinity. Actually, just want to go back up to this additional content section here. When I click in here, you'll see I have the full rich content text field options for editing my text. So I could make this text bolder, and I could even like potentially add a link, an image, or bullet. But I'll just leave it as bold text for now. But just wanted to make sure you know that you could really modify the content that is displayed underneath. You could edit the formatting. So now that we've got this global alert created, I can hit publish to save and make it live. And now let's go back to the outside of our website here, and let's refresh our page and see what happens. And there you see now up here at the top, I now have two global alerts. This is my new global alert, and you can see the icon is different because I had selected a different type of alert. And you can see the title is a link, and then there's that additional content I added. And if I click on that title, it will take me directly to a blog post. So you can see why you'd want to use this judiciously. You wouldn't want to have too many or more than one alert at a time usually on your site. It's really something that's deemed especially important or time sensitive that you would want to use a global alert for. And that is it. That is how you create a global alert in the Sitefinity CMS.